ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Due next is Justin Upton as he gets loose in the on-deck circle. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off here, ball 4. He'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 10. Justin
Up next for
Upton.
Chicago, Justin Upton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Upton, or simply J-Up, was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder. And they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ibarra leads off first with 1 away. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. One and one the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike two swinging.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Set and the 1-2 pitch. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. White Sox lead 1, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. They'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Chris Sale gets the ball with a world championship on the line. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Dan Souza.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider.
1-0.
Strike. High in the air down the right field line. Martinez has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters to lead for
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And at first for him following the one-out single. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. Runners on first with one down. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. And with two away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Stepping up now, Logan Morrison. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. From the stretch. And that misses inside 1-0.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
This is on the ground over the first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cards leave one. Still no score. Here's Will Myers.
Leading off for the White Sox, center fielder number 12, Will Myers.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And that one just missed outside. Outside, 3-0 now. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Ready now for the White Sox, J.D. Martinez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is line to left, and Gordon's there to take it in for the first down.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Leonard Iwasa.
Coming to the plate now, Leonard Iwasa. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. As a look, now the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This will wind up foul. Still 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Batting 8th, catcher Oliver.
Digging in the switch hitter, Oliver Hernandez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded to short. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and his side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Leading off for St. Louis, catcher Yadier Molina.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high. Bounce to first. Fielded by Abreu, and a step on first himself for the out.
Batting 6th, left fielder Alex Gordon.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head. if he throws the same pitch again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Well hit to right, but foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Sale into the windup. First pitch on the way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And the fastball just a bit high. 2 out, nobody on. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Line drive to center field. Myers is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, who move to the 3rd with no score. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the White Sox, Chris Sale.
For the White Sox, the pitcher number 40, Chris Sale.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to 3rd. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Grounded down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Two and 1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And fastball misses there, ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Riding in once again, Joaquin Ibarra. He drew a walk his first time up. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
One strike.
And will step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Morrison is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 10, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner will get back standing. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in standing. Escobar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. White Sox lead 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's Cameron Maben now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Cameron Maben.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Jaime Garcia.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jaime Garcia. Here comes the first pitch. It's taken outside for ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Jaime Garcia becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Ready for another chance? Dan Souza. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Souza is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. Certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has been dubbed a second baseman, but I'll tell you what, everybody on this diamond either pitched or played shortstop in Little League. I guarantee you through the ranks he has touched shortstop multiple times, and this will not be too much for him to handle.
Sale gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. No. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu ready to start out the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
1 strike.
Wind up and the 0-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit to first. Morrison is there, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And to this point, these 2 have topped out at 95 and 91 miles an hour respectively. So coming to the plate, Will Myers. He threw a base on balls his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Down the first baseline. Morrison's there, and a step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sliced hard but foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. So striding in, Matt Carpenter will step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that one stayed up a little high.
1 ball, no strike.
Now the 1-0. He swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. There's one well above the zone for a ball.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jason Hayward. First time up, he went down looking. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Carpenter aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward has gone on strikes, and there's one away.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Martinez has a read on it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier.
So digging in now, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. (0-1) the count to Molina. And that misses 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 to count now. Two and 2 to the Cardinals catcher.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hit right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Sale sets. Here it is on 1-0. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2. Down, runners at first and second. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Another full count offering on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple through 4. Still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for the White Sox, third baseman, Leonard Iwase.
Here's the first pitch to him. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Bouncer to the left side. Souza loves it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, catcher, Oliver Hernandez.
Now in the box, Oliver Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. A swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. Now the 0-2 from Garcia. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Ready on 1-2. Popped him up. Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Striding into the box, Chris Sale. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the White Sox pitcher.
That's a ball.
2-1.
Well, these are
Count
just
is 2
extra
and 1.
pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Leading off for
We
St.
pass
Louis.
the halfway point in this
Second
one and
baseman.
begin the bottom of the 5th.
Colton Wong.
Here comes the first pitch.
Strike.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a neck-high
One ball,
fastball
two
that
strikes.
time.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base.
Now batting.
That's just what they did right
Center
there.
fielder.
Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base
Mason.
path.
Here's Cameron Maben now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
ball, no
He's
strike.
0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home.
Oop.
Laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. And safe at first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time, and we'll see how they want to score that.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box, Jaime Garcia. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting. The shortstop, Dan Souza.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dan Souza. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike. Maben at second with 2 down. Ball 1. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that The moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Souza rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they extend their lead to 2.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Down and away, ball 1. Off this one down and in for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 2 and the White Sox nothing. Now to the plate, Alcides Escobar. It was a walk in his last trip.
They're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Bouncer up the middle. Souza ranging up the middle. Throw won't get him.
Hey, listen, Dero, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the street. This could get the offense going.
In now, Joaquin Ibarra. So look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. And this is looked at for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman. Snap move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Nobody out, runner on first. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on it. Hit well towards the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that run will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The left fielder, number 10.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. Make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
set and the pitch. 0-1 the count. One pitch on its way. Up around the face.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The 1-1 home. Here's a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Up and lays off again, and he's in control of the count. It's 3-1.
As the pitching coach heads out for the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
So stepping in, Jose Abreu, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an inning-ending double play.
Low with a fastball here in the 30th. It's ball 1. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. It's ball 2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes for.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Center fielder number 12, Will.
Here's Will Myers. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
1 strike.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
The 0-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-1. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So stepping in, J.D. Martinez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit sharply on the ground. Short way to retire the side. White Sox pick up just the one. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the White Sox 1. Striding in, Logan Morrison. He'll lead off for the Redbirds here in their half of the sixth inning.
Baseman, Logan Morrison.
Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Now you could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Waiting his turn on deck is Alex Gordon. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex Gordon.
Stepping in, Alex Gordon. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 straight.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off 2-2 now. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. Big hustle out of the box, knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. It looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the fourth play is now in order.
Cameron Nathan.
So bases are loaded, nowhere to put him with one away, and that'll bring in the center fielder Cameron Maben. From the stretch. And a strike called at the letters. High to me, but it's 0-1.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
On set, and the 0-1. This is above the zone for a ball.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Molina at third, Gordon at second. Wong is over at first with one away. Takes a knee-high fastball.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them before.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Struck him out. So 2 men are dead here, but there's still 1 big hit away from maybe opening this thing up a bit.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box now. Jaime Garcia. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Stepping up to the plate, Leonard Iwasi. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Ball and strike.
1 strike.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
Can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that is going to spell the end for starter Jaime Garcia. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Sam Freeman takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Sam Freeman.
Oliver Hernandez will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
Oh, he's in.
Not in time as he steals second. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Here's the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher. The 1-2 misses inside off the plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Here as we'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
The 1-0 home. Looked at off the plate for a ball.
No strike.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back in standing. Just got a piece to the right side. Lines up foul for the second strike. 2-2. And we'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. The count holds for 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Thought the batter's going to take first easily after striking out.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Here comes the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Shot down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. He pulls into third safely as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink. That is unbelievable.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 23.
Gutierrez comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the seventh. Standing in now, Joaquin Ibarra. As they'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row, but the runner in scoring position, and sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Eaton on third. Escobar at second with one away. And now a called strike that time. As the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infield. They're so close, hard contact is guaranteed.
Hold the string on him. Strike three swinging. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now. Into the box now, Justin Upton. There's a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in Game 5. And a very important insurance run comes across the score from second. It's 4-2.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in the pin.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. Three runs already home here. Two and one the count to the White Sox first baseman.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Off off-speed pitch in the dirt. He takes it for a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Drilled to the right side. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, making 1 for 4 in the game now.
Center fielder number 12, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
2 men are on with 2 men out. In the dirt here. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Sends it the other way toward right center. Maben on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error and 2 left. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. And the White Sox are out in front, 4-2. Nate Jones gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Nate Jones.
Next to bat for St. Louis.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strike.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Martinez coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
0-1, here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Upton. He can't make the play as it finds the outfield grab.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out.
Right fielder number 22,
straight pitches in the outer half. He was able to dive out. Nice job.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
No strike.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Two and one. He's set and a 2-1 pitch. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around and it's even now at 2-2. Two. Still even at 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And a strikeout here yet again. It's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
It'll be the 4-hole hitter, Logan Morrison. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Carpenter is off at first with 2 away. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
1 strike.
One. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1-2.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 4 and the Cardinals 2. Trevor Rosenthal been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
44. Trevor Rosenthal.
Here's J.D. Martinez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
J.D. Martinez.
Here comes the first pitch. It's off 1-0.
1-0.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Rosenthal, a 27-year-old. He was a 21st round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy can do.
How about it?
And before 2 games, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these 2 performances stack up against one another. Stepping into the box, Leonard Wasson. He singled his last time up. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location, no matter how hard you're throwing.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. Laid off, and the count runs full. Up in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Good guys leading this one on the road here in the 8th. As you get a look at our line score to this
Oliver
point.
Hernandez.
At the plate, Oliver Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
1 strike.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. This catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
3-2 now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him. 1-2-3 go the White Sox as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brad Boxberger will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Russell Martin is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 55.
In now, Yadier Molina. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Boxberger rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Here's the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The
The
bullpen
left
has looked
fielder,
sharp and
number
backed
5,
up a nice effort
Alex
turned in by the starter.
Gordon.
These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. I'm set with the 0-1. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-1. There's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Two out, nobody on. Strike 3 call. This Clyde Washington strike zone may have expanded a bit there, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Still down by a count of 4-2. The Gateway Arch lit up at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to our broadcast on MLB Network. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Juan Pacheco is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 11.
Johnny Hobson will also come on now, so move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Hobson.
Russell Martin now.
Leading off for the White Sox, the catcher, number 55.
Here comes the first pitch.
Martin.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Pacheco, a 6'1" right-hander. This is his second year as a major leaguer. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. count even at 2-2. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind you.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Alcides.
Digging in once again, Alcides Escobar. Will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. On the move is Martin. Hit swung on and missed the throw. And they got him. Boy, Molina put that one right where it needed to be.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Hit back up the middle. Souza right there. And that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Joaquin Ibarra.
Standing in, Joaquin Ibarra. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Another 2-2 offering. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. And lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
The left fielder, number 10, Justin Upton.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Upton. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Throw over to first. Run it back safely. First pitch on its way to Upton. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dive back in safely. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Pitch misses the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out, and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Ibarra stands at second with 2 gone. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
3-2.
Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. A man left for the White Sox, but they still lead this one 4-2. Aroldis Chapman comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. And obviously they'll need a ninth-inning rally here if the series is going to make it to a game 6.
Cameron Maybin.
Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. The 0-1. And that one stayed up a little high. The 1-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Push to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth.
Now batting, left fielder, Johnny Hobson.
Into the box, Johnny Hobson. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Digging in now, Dan Souza. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Misses inside with that one, ball one.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Look to be taking all the way, and the splitter's in there for the first strike. Pitch. He had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And there's the final out. The White Sox have won the World Series.
Wow! World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox.